What's up, family? Welcome back to a new video. And in today's video, we're covering the city of Hapeville, Georgia. I'm gonna take you inside, show you around, and give you my top pros and cons of living there. Let's get into it. Alright, so if this is your first time on the channel, allow me to say hello. My name is Raymond Riley Jr. and I am a real estate broker here in Metro Atlanta, and I work with buyers and sellers that are looking to relocate to the area, as well as buyers and sellers that are already here locally that want to buy and sell real estate. So if that is you, you can reach out to me. We can get a consultation scheduled, determine if I'm going to be a good fit for your home search. And if I am, we jump into it and we get it done. All right, so without further ado, we're covering the city of Hapeville, Georgia, which is a Atlanta suburb here in Metro Atlanta. So let's get into it. So what I want to do first is I want to familiarize you with the city of Hapeville, show you where it is, give you some statistics, and then I'm going to show you downtown Hapeville, and we're going to wrap it up with the pros and cons. All right, so that's the objective for today's video. Let's get into it. First things first, population for the city of Hapeville, Georgia comes in at 6,588 residents and climbing, I must add. The median age for the city of Hapeville, Georgia's residents is 37 years old. The average household income is just over $77,000 per year. The ownership versus rent ratio is as follows. 53.4% of the residents are homeowners and 46.6% of the residents are renters. All right, so Hapeville, Georgia is a ownership majority city. The median home sold price, according to Realtor.com, for the month of May is $306,000. The public school system for the city of Hapeville is Fulton County Public Schools. So Hapeville, Georgia does not have its own city school district. All right. Hospital access is definitely accessible. You have two in each direction, north and south. The north option would be Grady Memorial Hospital, and the option south would be Southern Regional Hospital, located in Riverdale. They're both anywhere from 11 to 13 minutes from the city center of Hapeville. All right. Big shout out to Grady Memorial. That's my hospital, born and raised. Typically, most Atlanteans, a lot of them, the majority, if you was born in the city limits, Grady is probably a good safe bet for your hospital, or Crawford Long. Well, it used to be named Crawford Long, but now Emory. All right, so and then some of those other ones, like my firstborn, Piedmont. All right, so there are a lot of different hospitals within access to the city of Hapeville, for sure. The nearest major interstate for the city of Hapeville will be two options as well. Interstate 75 to the east and Interstate 85 to the west. All right, so a lot of options when it comes to being able to commute back and forth into Atlanta or anywhere else here in the metro area or the U.S., because you're on an interstate, meaning that you can go to wherever you want to go. Right there from Hapeville. Finally, the Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport is just over 4 miles, which takes anywhere from 9 to 11 minutes from city center to the gates there at Hartsfield. All right, so super accessible to the airport as well. Now that you know more about the statistics and all of that makes Hapeville, Georgia, Hapeville, let me show you Hapeville downtown, and then we're going to come back here and we're going to talk a little bit more about the pros and cons. So stick around. I'll see you when you get back.
confusion. Great brave woman, laughing to illusion. You're not afraid to die, you know dying is alone. Down or up, you're still alone. Laughing or crying, you roll alone. How do you do it? You know I come from pain. You say I can't complain. It's on me. The past is on gone, and the future's unknown. You are telling me, tell me. You are telling me, you tell me. He said to be polite. The only way to get what you want, the only way they like you, is to stay in line and follow the crowd. But you stand out, black as the night. You know they're all lying. You know I come from pain. You say I can't complain. It's on me. The past is long gone, and the future's unknown. You are telling me, you tell me. Climbing to your bright future, even though you're dying. You fell before and you keep on trying. You do it all again, now blinded by beauty. You tell the story as it is, speaking not to be understood, but it's better good. You know I come from pain. Say I can't complain. It's on me. The past is on gone, and the future's unknown. You are telling me, you tell me. You are telling me, you tell me. You are telling me, you tell me. You are telling me, it's on me.
I'm under your spell, will you miss me? Only time will tell, I can't think of anything but you. That is what you do. Moonlight, let us go on all night. Postpone the daylight and morning dew. Moonlight, make us feel alright. Just until daylight finds we are two. When your arms around me makes me feel so good, like a shooting star right out of Hollywood. Baby, when you kiss me, I'm under your spell. Will you miss me? Only time will tell. I can't think of anything but you. That's just what you do. When your arms around me makes me feel so good, like a shooting star right out of Hollywood. Baby, when you kiss me, I'm under your spell. Will you miss me? Only time will tell. I can't think of anything but you.
All right, so I hope that you enjoyed the city center tour. As you can see, Hapeville, Georgia is super small, but vibrant and holding its own. Holding its own right there in the south suburbs of Metro Atlanta. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into my top pros and cons of living in Hapeville. We're going to start out with the pros. Let's get into it. The first pro on my list is going to be affordability. Hapeville, Georgia is truly an affordable city, depending on what you're looking for. But on average, generally speaking, Hapeville, Georgia is considered an affordable real estate option, as well as an affordable area in the city for leasing, renting, as well as just everyday living. All right. So affordable city is my top pro for Hapeville. Pro number 2 on my list is going to be small but vibrant. As I said, Hapeville, Georgia has some vibrant local eateries there in Hapeville that has been highlighted on our local news. All right. So there are tasty cuisines there and very, very popular in the contrast of how you would think the city would be, right? Because it's a small city, most people would say, oh, well, there's not much going on. But there are a few vibrant local eateries there that you can, get to know and go and become a part of the community, if you will. All right. So that is my second pro on my list. Moving on to pro number 3. And that will be access to the arts. Hapeville, Georgia has been for a long time and will continue to be pretty much a center for the arts. There's a lot of artistic value that the city possesses, as well as its emphasis on the arts. There's a nice theater there that does performing arts with, actual performing arts with plays and such. And then there are art galleries that come in as well. So if you're interested in the arts, then Hapeville, Georgia should be on your list. All right, so let's talk about our fourth pro. And our fourth pro is going to be essentially location. All right, location. I personally feel that Hapeville, Georgia is in a phenomenal location if you want quick access to the city of Atlanta, as well as access to move about the metro area as a whole. You're east to west in between 2 different major interstates, so the options are there, as well as local. I mean, you can take Main Street all the way down and it turns into Northside Drive, which takes you right into the gut of Atlanta. So there's a lot of accessible commuting options for the city of Hapeville. So for that reason, I would say it is one of the best locations for suburbs alternatively to the city of Atlanta. Also, not only is it great for commuting by car, but public transportation is there as well. So there is quick access to the train or to the metro subway line, as well as a robust amount of routes on the bus as well. So yeah, for sure, location. Our fifth and final pro is the fact that Hapeville, Georgia is poised to be an up and coming city here in Metro Atlanta for sure. As you saw, Porsche North America is there, steadily growing. And what that is bringing about is local economy, a lot of real estate investors coming in and actually building new construction as well there in Hapeville, which if you hit the subscribe button, you'll be notified when I post that video of that new construction development there in Hapeville as well. So, but again, I personally believe that Hapeville, Georgia is on the short list on the up and coming suburbs in Metro Atlanta that you should definitely consider if that's something that's your target or if that's your goal. Because Porsche is there and Delta is there and isn't going anywhere, been there for a long time. And I do believe that those 2 companies are really leveling up the potential of the city of Hapeville. And I think that the developers are there for it. And the proof is in the pudding. I mean, anytime you see residential development, that is an indicator of the demand. All right. So I personally feel that it is on the short list for my up and coming cities here in Metro Atlanta. Where there is good, there is some bad. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the cons of living in Hapeville. All right. The first con on my list is that Hapeville, Georgia is a small town feel. And depending on where you're coming from or what your objectives are, that may not jive with you. All right. So you just need to be aware of the fact that it does feel like a small town or a small city, or really town doesn't even feel like a city per se. Small town feel, as you saw on the walking tour, it is literally one road that goes through the gut of it. So not much beyond that. Now, there is another section, the Virginia Avenue section, that we did not quite cover in that tour. I do intend on bringing that to the channel. So there's another little strip of eateries and things like that that you do need to see. And I will be putting that together. But for the most part, it is a small town feel. And so for some people, it could be a little off-putting. All right. But you've been told. by my video. All right, so con number 2 on my list is the fact that Hapeville, Georgia is an older city. So the majority of the real estate is of an older age. All right, so if you're, and that is why some of the new builds or the newer construction in Hapeville is so expensive. It's a needle in a haystack, if you will. So that supply and demand rule will take precedence, right? If there's a small supply and there's a high demand, then the prices are gonna be higher. All right, and so that is what's going on with the new builds or the new construction in Hapeville. Because there are not a lot of them, the price point is relatively much over the median sold price there for the city. All right, so con number 2, wrapping it up, it's an older city real estate field as well. Like the real estate is actually older as well. Not only the small town feel, but the real estate is old, so you need to be aware of that. If you're okay with that, timeless feel and maybe into renovating properties or maybe buying a renovated like 1950s or something like that, you have a great shot in Hapeville. But if you're looking for a brand new exclusively, Hapeville may not have a whole lot of options for you. All right. So I hope this video has been helpful to you to familiarize you with the city of Hapeville. As I always say, use this video as just a link in your chain. This is not a yes or no to Hapeville. This is really just familiarizing you with the city. If you have more questions about Hapeville, drop a comment down below. I'll definitely check and reply to those comments. Also, hit the subscribe button to be notified when more content about the city of Hapeville is uploaded to the channel, because there is more coming. All right. Thank you for hanging out with me today or tonight, whenever you're watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.